Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the first time that I have spoken on one of my videos, let alone spoke for this long. But this is what I'm hoping to do as a form of series, or even just something to chuck on in the background while you're fucking feeding your cat. I don't know. My name's Yanni. I am in my 30s, let's just put it that way. I've played games for the majority of my life. Anything and everything you could ever imagine. I've played everything. I love games. I'm a games lover, and I love to talk about games. And that is part of the reason why I felt like I would like to try one of these type of things as an experiment more than anything. In the past, I have just uploaded absolute whatever I have been playing, mostly Dead by Daylight, just random clips, just silly things I find funny, or Outlast Trials speedruns, which I've done with my partner Bex, who we did have a couple of world records. The records and stuff have all gone kind of weird. Maybe we'll get back to that at one point. But for the most part, it's just random gaming bits. Nothing too serious. I don't take any of it too serious. And then, other than that, it's been platinums and achievement hunting, which I enjoy doing on PlayStation. It's a lot of fun. It's an extra side mission more than anything to get your full usage out of a game. This whole thing is going to be called What's Yappening for me. I think it's an interesting name because I can yap, which is part of the reason why I am going to be doing this. I do love DVD and I still play it, but for the most part I don't feel the need to continually upload stuff to do with Dead by Daylight. It's a good game and all, but it has its issues, and I'm quite happy to just post random funny clips here and there. I recently jumped onto PC. I no longer have a console. It's the first time I've been fully PC in my life. I've had some experience with it in the past, but never really fully committed until now. And I've been doing it since January, just PC only. And I don't think I could ever go back. And I fully understand where people always say once they go PC, it's PC Master Race, because it truly is a different level of gaming that you won't ever achieve through console. It's just you're just playing games on like a whole new like level. The graphics, just everything. Once you can afford it, once you're in that place, it's all worthwhile. I couldn't put it any better than like it is the ultimate way to game. Anyway, there I am yapping. I have doing an intro that's lasted 3 minutes for the first time that I'm speaking. This is exactly the problem I have, and this is why this will probably end up being really long. Recently gamesfest and the Xbox Showcase, State of Play, all those things have just come out as they do most years, with all new games releases and new fancy consoles and upcoming games and everything. And there has been a massive amount of real exciting games and stuff that you just like would have dreamed of as a kid becoming a reality for like, well, in the next year, all these games. I'm gonna start yapping about the fact that the Games Fest, I think overall, and I feel this is like one of the highlights for most people, is Resident Evil's got the 9th, what's going to be Resident Evil 9 Requiem, which I can only say I'm super hyped for. I grew up playing Resident Evils, played all of them all the way through. A lot of them I've 100%ed more than once, just because I love them so much, and I'm sure a lot of other people would agree with me on this. They are fantastic games. I'm super looking forward to this one. A lot of a lot of rumours and things being said about it. A lot of people are hoping for a Leon to return. I'm kind of hoping for a bit of Jill. The RPD post nuke look from the trailer looks really cool. My wish and hope is that there is a. I mean, this is all just me speculating. I hope that there is an open worldness to Raccoon City, and I can just look around the place. I couldn't give a fuck like how open world it is, as long as I can look around Raccoon City. I'm sold. Let me just explore. If Leon's in it, that's great. If Jill's in it, that's great. I'd like there to be like an end to it all, but and then we can go on with a new storyline with Resident Evil. But I mean, it's February 27th, 2026. Can't come soon enough. It's also Bex's birthday, but don't let her know that that it's that day, because she'll get upset when I'm playing it all day. Alright, just don't tell her. Other news, I could go on about every game that's coming out and all being announced, but we will be here for literal days. Yeah, I've got a list of a few of the games and stuff that I've seen that is on my radar that I am interested in, and I'm sure I could go into a lot more detail with a lot of them. But there's this new Scott Pilgrim game coming up that is, I believe it's a second to the one that came out on the Xbox 360 years and years ago. Great game, beat 'em up. It looks like it's going to be another one, similar art style, similar everything, but just a continuation with a 4-player mode. There needs to be more games with like multiple people co-op. Like, the more the better. Like, not necessarily needing like 20 people games co-op, but like an option to play with more would be great, you know. Either way, that looks fantastic. It's interesting that they're bringing it out so many years later. It seems to be the thing though, a lot of reboots, a lot of people trying to bring things back round. We've got also another one that I was interested in is Killer Inn, that looked like another Among Us type game, but a little bit more in depth. I'm not a fan of Among Us, mostly because I'm not like a child, but you know. But the games like Deceit, who do it in like a horror way or a little bit slightly different, those type of games I'm all for. Like, they're a lot of fun with the right group of people. Yeah, they could be the best nights of your life gaming. So much fun, and this one looks super interesting. It looks like a hotel. You get guns, 2 people are killers, the rest are all trying to find out who it is. It's similar idea and mechanics, but it has a little bit of a look and a charm to it that I think that I'm hopeful it does well, and hopeful it's really fun. Going back to like the horrors, another game that looked really interesting, and I know it's been announced long ago and had talks of it, but Ill is another horror game that looks outstanding. Some of the stuff that in the trailer was arms and body parts being shot completely off. The gore looked pretty perfect. A lot of just straight up horror. A lot of creatures in it with very cool designs. There was quite a humorous moment at the end where like a little mutant baby was running at your character, and the character just full on kicks it, and I don't care who you are, that type of stuff is funny no matter what. It's really hard not to laugh at, but that was great. But yeah, honestly, great showcase. A lot of great games from the first gamesfest stream. My issue with a lot of these games and stuff that's coming out that I haven't mentioned is there's a lot of Souls-like, there's a lot of retro graphics styled games that on their own would be fantastic, and I'm sure they've got an audience, but I feel like I'm not needing more Souls games. I'm not wanting more Souls games. I'm good. So those aren't on my radar for now. State of play before gamesfest, we had Silent Hill F be shown off and actual gameplay, and that's outstanding as well. There's a lot of good games coming out, and I think a lot of just straight Souls-likes that are necessarily not needing as much time. You know, there was a lot of samurai games, a lot of Souls-like samurai games, a lot of hack and slash samurai games, a lot of like retro Doom stylish games, a lot of retro-esque looking. From this is even including the horror showcase recently as well. They're all great games on their own, I'm sure, but when you're watching a showcase and a lot of the games seem to look alike, it's hard to stay interested and turned on by it, you know? Like, you're all like, oh, this is... I just saw this, you know? But, I mean, this is gaming, I suppose. Anyway, after the games showcase, gamesfest, they had the indie showcase, which I won't go into as much now, but then you have the Xbox showcase, which was the day after, where they announced the new handheld. And like, I say new handheld, it's like quotation marks, oh, new handheld, because it's actually there's already the ROG Ally. This is an Xbox collaboration ROG Ally, which I believe is more powerful than the ROG Ally now, but it's still just another ROG Ally. If you're wanting a handheld experience, this is probably it. If you are purely handheld, you don't have a PC, you don't have a console, then it's probably the best way forward. I'm sure you can dock it and put it on your TV, play games like in the same standard as playing on a console or PC, but the issue is that you're paying through the arse for it. Not that the price has been announced, but you will pay through the arse for it, and you might not get as good a performance, you might not get as good a battery as you may believe as well. It's great. I think handhelds are fantastic. I'm personally wanting to get a Steam Deck at the moment, so don't get me wrong, there definitely is a market and there's definitely a want for them. I just I'm not sure where we are in the world where handhelds are going to take priority over a console for me. That's my opinion. I'm sure other people probably would disagree. And like, if you travel a lot, you're busy, and it's great to be able to carry around your console pretty much. But again, battery life and performance wise is what I'm interested to see. But I'll find out more as time goes on, I suppose. The next like big announcement from Xbox, that like these are no in particular order of like when I saw them. This is just what I've got in my head. Grounded 2 is the one that I'm probably the most excited about from what was announced. I'm not a massive survival crafting type of person, but I played the newest. Where am I talking? This is another thing. You'll notice that I mess up words. My mouth seems to be behind my brain a lot of the time, so sometimes I'll miss out words because I'm too excited about what I'm saying. So please forgive me. I am doing my best, alright? Anyway, the last Grounded was one of the first like crafting survivals that I've really got into. I played it with my partner and we sunk so many hours in, and recently rebought it for Steam to play again. It was beyond fun. Really great concept. Honey, I Shrunk Your Kids, the kids, but in game form, in the back garden. Fantastic. Everything about it. There isn't anything where I'm like, oh, that's a bit rubbish. I am beyond happy that there's a second, and that I only have to wait just over a month to play it. It still feels too long, but you know, it's great. Then you've got stuff like Gears of War, more details about it, the remaster. The fact that that's come to PlayStation is like it's progress in a way for gaming that I feel should have been done years ago. We need cross progression, we need cross play, we need no exclusives to consoles. It makes no sense in this day and age. You should be able to play any console you wish and be able to play any game you wish. It doesn't matter anymore. I feel like we're past that point of Xbox 360 versus PS3 blah blah blah. I feel this is the day and age of like, I want to be able to play against people on the Switch, on my Xbox. Like, like not against necessarily, but like play with people that like it shouldn't matter. It should be able to play with anybody, on anything. Shouldn't be limited. I think it's just that time. It's the same with you got Final Fantasy VII coming to Xbox finally, like the remake, which is it's mad that like we're still in a point where we're having these exclusives for so long. Hopefully it's good, it's progress, and things are going to start being less of this, especially with Grounded. I played Grounded through the PlayStation, so I mean it's like Xbox have been given a lot of their exclusives, and it's great to see. PlayStation needs to return it obviously, but that's a different matter entirely. Other than those, you've got High on Life 2. High on Life was great fun, super funny. I recently 100%ed it on Steam and the DLC. Brilliant game, full of a lot of humour, very very well written, very easy to play gameplay. So I mean, there's not much need to be said about it. It's just going to be another one like that, and I'm all for it. Another game that I thought was quite an interesting, not that it's a new game, but Super Meat Boy, the 3D platforming and the way they've done it is the perfect transition from a side-scrolling game to a 3D platformer, and it looks like it maintains all the same gameplay aspects of the hardness to it, the struggles and stuff, but like freshens it up and gives it a really nice coat of paint. And I feel like some of the other like side-scroller games could benefit from this type of way of going about it. I just think it looks fantastic, and I definitely look forward to seeing it and hopefully playing it. Looks fantastic. Another couple of games that are on my watch list per se was there's a new game from Game Freak, the company that made the Pokemon games for years and years, and they seem to have gone. This seems contradictory to what I was saying before, but this is a Souls-like, and it's a samurai one, but it also had a little bit more of a charm to it than a few of the other ones. It looked very pretty, and it looked interesting to like the creatures and stuff looked very interesting, and I would very much like to see what comes of it. Whether or not it's something I'll buy day one is a different question also. I feel like I very much would like to watch it before I would ever play it, but it's interesting to see Game Freak trying something other than Pokemon. I'm sure they have done other things than Pokemon, but they're best known for it, and I haven't really looked into it honestly. Maybe that is something I should do. I'm gonna butcher this, but there is a cute little animal collecting game. It looked like Animo. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering it, but it looked pretty cute. Another game to look out for, and could be quite entertaining. I feel like a Pokemon can't be the only games to make a creature capturing game that's successful, and maybe this is the one to change that. You had Temtem. Temtem was a fantastic game. Didn't get as popular as it could have been, because it was very very well done, but it was very alike Pokemon, and I think it's very difficult to make anything like that and not be compared to Pokemon. And if you're not as good or superior, you're not going to get the popularity or the buzz for it, which I think Temtem suffered from. And I think they created a new game called like a Swarm. I think it was Temtem Swarm. That was more of a like from the above, like combat type of, not Diablo, but like almost like Diablo style game that looked quite interesting. But obviously I don't think that their creature fighting game worked as well as they were hoping for, like a Pokemon. I hate saying clone, but clone. But yeah, that looks that. I'm not even going to say the name again, I'll butcher it, but that game looks pretty cute. You've also got a solo leveling game, which was 4 players, which looked quite interesting, but a lot of the anime games kind of, I don't know, they always seem to stay really high in price, and they kind of look a little bit samey at times. They're not for me, I suppose, but I liked what I've watched of Solo Leveling. So maybe it's worth giving a shot when it comes round. Moving on, like from there, you got Tony Hawk 3 and 4, which we already knew is coming. We knew when it's coming out, but there was more gameplay, and there was a reveal of Bam Margera coming back, which was great. It's great that he's back. I've seen lots of like people talking about how, oh, Tony Hawk said he wouldn't do it if it wasn't for Bam. I don't believe that. I think that Tony Hawk advocated for him to be in it, but he most definitely wasn't going, do you know what? Don't make this game about me. Don't bring it out. Don't remake it if you don't put Bam in it. There's no way. He would have advocated for it, but it's insane to think that he would just go, don't give me money. I don't want it. That's crazy. But regardless of the reasoning, Bam's in it. Fantastic. They showed him off with a CKY song coming in, which was just all of it gave you those feels. Massive Tony Hawk game fan and skate in general fan. I skateboarded for a huge chunk of my childhood, so games like that is how I can relive some of the moments from that era of my life. So massively excited for that. There was a Invincible game, a fighting game that's coming, which looked really pretty, very gory, very interesting, 3-on-3 tag team, almost like Marvel vs. Capcom type of style. The problem with fighting games is it's very hard to justify a full price tag on a fighting game that's content is limited. If it's your thing, then you're gonna spend that money, but I can't see me spending 50 to 70 or whatever the price may be at that point going, yep, I'm gonna play this game to be invincible and feel like I'm getting my money's worth. But it definitely looks great. I can't wait to see what happens when it comes out, honestly. That would be fantastic. I don't want to talk too much about COD, because COD's a weird subject, but the new Black Ops got an announcement trailer, which everyone knows is coming. It comes out every year. It's the FIFA of shooters. They release it every year. Not much changes. Everyone still buys it. They don't need to do anything. COD is just been overdone at this point for me, and it's casual, but everyone plays sweaty. And they care far too much about a game that is really bad. It's like I said, it's the FIFA of shooters. I'd rather play anything else that's a shooter than COD. That I just as an added bonus of information for anyone who doesn't play Warzone. Warzone has multiple modes, including a casual mode, where out of the 150 players that you play against, 120 of them are actual AI bots that are programmed to just walk around and shoot, who are very easy to kill. And I know this mode is a casual mode, but that is, I'm pretty sure, I'm sure that at one point recently, although I don't play COD, I keep up with stuff surrounding a lot of games, and I think at one point the only way you could play solo was against bots. And to me, that just, how can you have such a sweaty player base and then have a casual mode like that? It doesn't make any sense. Either way, COD's boring. All good for everyone who can stick to it and play it for hours and hours, but nah, not for me. I genuinely would rather just look at a wall. But that's me. So fuck COD. Moving on. Nintendo Switch 2 came out, which is great for Nintendo fans, but I think overall, from what I've seen, it's not the greatest of consoles. A lot of die-hard fans from Nintendo fight in their corner, which, great, you have fun with that. But if you're buying a Switch, you're not buying it You're not buying it because you're wanting to play the top of the range games. You're buying it because you want to play your Pokemon, you want to play your Mario Kart, you want to play Animal Crossing. Is Animal Crossing an exclusive for Nintendo? I believe it is. If you are buying it to play games like AAA games and stuff that's coming out, you're probably better off buying a Steam Deck for the same price. I think at the moment for the majority of people who I've seen buy the Switch, I question why they have, because they don't seem to really care for Nintendo and are all complaining. So I feel like that's a FOMO issue. That's you feeling like you're missing out. It sold 3.5 million units and was the fastest selling console apparently, but I've seen nothing but bad press about it, so it's one of those ones you'll have to wait and see. The first Switch sold out like crazy when it first came, but these ones seem to be in every shop stocked, so we'll just wait and see. Maybe there was just more. It may be the fastest selling console, but it might be a thing of, it might be the fastest selling console because there was more of them available readily compared to the Switch, who sold out everywhere, and the PlayStation, who sold out everywhere. It's hard to find those numbers and go, yeah, that makes sense. It could be 3.5 million now, and it won't reach 10 million for another year or two. So you don't know with these things. It's all companies obviously trying to show their success and stuff, but for me right now, I would avoid Switch 2. There's the price of it's outrageous. A lot of the stuff around it's not great. So that's out with the Switch 2. Although there is, I did see. I'm not sure whereabouts it was, but in one place in America they were stapling receipts to the console and damaged the screens. It's just imagine you've been saving all that money to buy that console to have a receipt stapled through your screen. Wild. But that's crazy. I don't necessarily know what else I wanted to yap about with this one. It was more just a test pilot, see how it is, reach out. This is a nearly 30 minute video as it is. I'm not sure what will be playing in the background, but it'll most likely be anything that I feel like recording and playing. I may be sucking. Have I just died? Who knows? Am I dead now? Who knows? Am I shooting things? Am I Batman? It could be anything. I really haven't thought that far ahead. I just thought I would load this up and start yapping and see what happens. There's tons more stuff to do with the gamefest and stuff, games that are coming out, a lot more announcements, a lot more interesting things that are coming. And maybe that's another topic for another time where I have it all written down and ready to go. But for now, this is just a, I don't know, test pilot. Let's see how it goes. If you've made it this far, please keep listening, because there's still a couple minutes left. No, I'm joking. But if you have made it this far, you have listened, found anything that said interesting, or even got anything to talk about with the stuff I've talked, or your opinions about what's happening with these games or consoles, do write a comment. I will most definitely reply to them. Yeah, I appreciate all the love that I had previously on other videos to do with DVD. I appreciate the subs I'm already at from those videos. If this isn't the content you were expecting, I'm sorry, but I don't know what I'm doing either, you know. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a great day, and maybe I'll be speaking in your ears soon again. I don't know. Anyway, have a good one. Thanks a lot. Try not to get killed in the game, Yanni. Oh look, I'm dead. Oh, thanks for watching all of that and listening to me yap. Please do all the things. The subbing, the liking, and maybe some commenting. Thanks, I guess. See ya.